Hello there, welcome back to Palermo, Phoenix Rising, as I have called the series. Because it is, isn't it really? This Palermo FC club is a bit of a Phoenix club, formed off the back of the original Palermo, of course. I won't go through all that again, I said that in the previous episode. Let's just get on with the episode, shall we? We currently sit 14th in the table after our first 11 games. Not great, is it? Not great at all. Let me just get my notes up here so I know what I'm actually talking about. Right, so first off, let's go and have a look at the signings I've made since the last video. And it is these guys. So first up is Andrea Bianchini, who is a goalkeeper. I said I was looking for a better goalkeeper. I thought of maybe going in the loan market for one, but in the end I found this guy who was playing for Vispesaro, who are another Series C side, and I bought him for 24k, so not too bad. He's got some alright stats. If I compare him real quick to Pelagotti, who is the goalkeeper I was using, you can see that for the most part his stats are better than Pelagotti, and he's a full 10 years younger than Pelagotti as well. So he's been my first choice goalkeeper ever since. And he's definitely performed well. He's performed okay anyway. He's performed okay. Because, I mean, none of the team have really performed that well. These three, especially Eduardo Mercy and Luca Floris, those two will mostly be in my under-23s for the time, or under-20s. What is it? Under-20s? Under-20s. They'll be my under-20s for the time being, because I can't register them for the first team, but they're just kind of players for the future, I guess. I mean, 4-star potential isn't great, but because a lot of my strikers are fairly old-ish, I thought I would get a younger one in. And this guy as well, Emanuele Rovini, is also a striker slash attacking mid slash winger. So he will definitely shore up my attack a little bit. He's 25. It's just a sort of, just to sort of bulk up the striking area, because like I say, a lot of the strikers I have now don't have the greatest stats, and they're not that great, or they're getting on a bit, or so on and so forth. So I brought in Emanuele Rovini. What I will show you now is the tactics. So the tactic has changed quite a fair bit. Before, if you can't remember, we were starting with a 3 at the back with 2 wing backs, 2 midfielders, and 2 strikers and an attacking mid. Yeah, that was it. That didn't work. I tried it because I thought, yeah, you know what, let's try this. It was sort of like a counter-attacking but pressing sort of formation and tactic, and it didn't work. This guy, Nicola Rauti, was playing absolutely shocking in that system. He's definitely picked it up a bit since then, though. And someone who has really benefited from this system is Mac Veresanovic, who is now only 2-star ability after bringing in other players. But Mac Veresanovic at this advanced playmaker role is really, really working. And also as well, I've had a few injuries as well, so that has allowed me to play the 16-year-old Santo Viola, who initially couldn't play right midfield, where he's playing currently as a winger. He was a centre attacking mid, but I've played him here because he's got all right stats for a right winger. If you just have a look at winger on attack, I mean, for a 16-year-old, these stats are not bad at all, at least for starting off anyway. So we've put him there. This system has definitely worked since I started it. It allowed Nicola Rauti to score goals for once. It's not a wing play by any stretch. It started off as a wing play and transitioned into more of a pressing style formation and tactic. Right, so the records. You may ask, okay, 10 points from 11 games. How does that come about? Yeah, so after our 1-0 loss against Vitesse in the last episode, we won the next game 3-0 against Foggia, which was good, and I thought, yes, this tactic's going to work. And then we lost the next 6. But not by much. I mean, look, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0, 1-0, 2-1, 2-1. It's not like we lost heavily. We just what the thing was, we were pretty solid defensively, but we were toothless up front. We were absolutely toothless. So in my notes here, I've got goals 1 and 2 against Foggia. The first one was a defensive mess from their part, in which an own goal was scored by Demasi. That was the formation they played, so that's all good. But look at this, right? So I'll meet you with the long throw in. I did sort out the tactics. Kostic heads it in, and if I just go back there real quick again and slow it down, you will see that it just gets kicked. The defender kicks it against his own man and it goes in, which I find hilarious. So that was the defensive mess. The second goal, however, was a lovely free kick from Almichi. Look at that. Boom. Pick that one out. Almichi has been by far our best player. By far our best player during this time. And even if you look at the tactics, like as a fullback on attack, he's 4.5-star ability. He will be playing as right winger eventually once Michel Sommer comes back from injury, because he will play at right back. So what's next then? The game versus Ternana. I think this was the first game after our losing streak. I've got nothing to show you on the losing streak because, well, nothing happened. This is where Nicola Rauti finally scored his first goal for us. His first and second goal. In fact, let's watch all the goals. We might as well. So Ternana actually took the lead, and I thought, oh god, this tactic really isn't going to work. So Rajcevic crossed it in. I mean, that was a lovely goal. Let's face it, that was a lovely goal. And then that is when I switched the formation to this 4-4-1-1, because I was playing a 4-4-2 at that point, and brilliant ball through from Almichi, lovely finish from Nicola Rauti there. And for the third goal, it was played through from Viola, the 16-year-old, and Rauti again with a little lovely finish right there. So that, we finally won for the first time in 7 games after losing 6 in a row. I think we were second bottom of the league at that point. And then the game versus Cavese, which we won 4-1. This was the first full game with the tactic that we are now currently using. And if I just show you the goals in this one as well, this is the game that could potentially have kick-started our season. Because just look at the play here. It was ball forward from Kostic. Oh, like that defender should not have let that pass. But Nicola Rauti scored again. Corner in. Kostic, not Kostic. Kostic is the man who heads it in that time. I think he goes 2-1. Yes, it does. My defence was split open a bit there. And Cavese made it 2-1. And that was when it got a bit nervy. But as we go further on into the game, 63rd minute, it's played over the top. And Nicola Rauti again, who has flourished in this tactic. Absolutely amazing. Mak Verasanovic gets his first goal for us there as well. So then, we move on to this next game against Casatana, who are top of the league at the moment, which is why I decided to play this game. We're currently sitting in 14th. A win could take us potentially up to 11th, but goal difference and game in hand for Turis is a bit of a factor in that. But I'm going to go into the game with this team. I do plan on making more signings still. We still have people out injured, like Sommer, Spizzacino, who was originally playing as the right back with Almichi further forward, and Nicola Valente as well, who I don't know how he's going to fit back into this system because he hasn't played in it yet. They're all injured still, but other than that, I mean, just looking at the other striking options I've got, which is why I wanted to get more strikers. We've got Nicola Rauti, who's only on loan. We've got Mamadou Kanouté, who is he's not really a striker as such, really. I mean, he's alright, but that's about it. We've got Nicola Valente, who I think might play well as a right winger, maybe, or maybe as the backup striker, shall we say, and he's 29 as well, so he sort of is getting on a bit. We've got Andreas Salipo, who I might factor in a bit more because he is only 19 after all. Andrea Saraniti, who is 32 years old and a target man, doesn't really suit my system. He's not very quick. His finishing's alright, but he can't really dribble, so he doesn't really suit the system. And JJLozzer, who again is only 20, so could fit into the system. He is 6'5", but I mean he can improve. He can definitely improve. Maybe one for the future is JJLozzer. He's got a spirited personality. But yes, so that is that. And now we go into this game against Casatana away from home. And because this is going to be a live com game, I guarantee we lose it. I guarantee that we lose it. So let me just get OBS back up on that screen so I know that it's working. So we've got Bianchini in goal, Almici, Kostic, Marconi and Corrado across the back, Viola, Odger, Bro and Luperini across the middle, Varasanovic as an attacking midfielder with Rauti up front. And that is the team that has worked for me so far. Again, with Spitzicino and Sommer both injured, that's allowed Viola to have a chance at right winger. Like I say, he is a centre attacking mid by trade, so he should probably be playing here. But Varasanovic has played so well that I can't take him out, really. I signed him to play there in the first place anyway. So let's submit the team. Santo Viola's not fully fit apparently, and he's unhappy playing out of position, but at least he's not disappointed playing out of position this time. Only one player, now this is a rarity for my tactics, only one player is concerned that this formation could expose us at the back. Normally it's like 18 players, it's like all of them that are concerned about that. But we go into this game. What do we say to the lads tonight? I will say good luck, lads. Let's go out there and pull off an upset. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Let us do this thing. We've already got a free kick. Almici puts it in, and Varasanovic, after just under 2 minutes, has put us 1-0 up. Lovely free kick from Almici. Just glides it into the box. Varasanovic runs into the space, and he hits it on the volley. And it's 1-0 to us. That is not a free kick tactic I did, by the way. So, fair play to them for coming up with that, because that was solid. That was really solid. And the race for the top, by the way, is really tight. And now we've got Almici on the long throw-in. That wasn't too great. Oh, no. No, this isn't good. Come on, Almici. Yes, big tackle, lad. Look at Almici go. He's so good. But Icardi there has scored a brilliant volley. And it's already 1-1. So, yeah, that's not really what should have happened. It was a good, although to be fair, a good counter-attack from them. Almici did everything he could there. And sometimes, well, I mean, you are prone to those, aren't you, when you do long throw-ins? I was aware of that. And it has happened there. So let's give the lads some encouragement, shall we? It's not a game I'm really expecting to win with Casatana top of the league, but you never know. We have momentum, although they also, I think, have momentum, because originally I wasn't picking this game to play, because I think it was Avellino who were top of the league initially, so I was aiming for the game against them, but then Casatana suddenly hit the summit, and so I chose this game instead as Copone into, oh, good tackle, come on, man, the deflections from the tackles in this match engine are a bit ridiculous sometimes. Like, a lot of goals that happen inside the box just come from pinball. I mean, look at this, right? Castaldo gets through, his first touch is terrible, and then Corrado comes in with a challenge and it just bounces off Castaldo and into the net. That is a bit ridiculous, lads. Come on now. Come on now. That is a bit ridiculous, right? Let's build it from the back, shall we? Don't mess about too much, though. Varasanovic, you've just lost the ball, mate. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it, mate? Come on, I've been hyping you up. I've been saying you've been playing really well, and you just keep messing it up. Well, you did score the goal. You did score the goal, and the positions around here are changing all the time as this game goes on. We haven't had a shot since the second shot we had, which was just after the goal. Casatana are all over us here. We need to change something, I think, at half-time. Copone gives it to Bordin. They're just biding their time here, aren't they? Come on, a bit more pressure, please, lads. A bit more pressure would be nice. Oh, good tackle. No, it's just bounced off him and gone back to them. Sick. Andy through again, and it's 3-1. again, it's just another tackle that just goes straight back to them. It's like FIFA, this, isn't it? It's just like, whenever one of your players makes a really good tackle, as you'll see here, just goes straight back to the opposition. Straight back to the opposition. But this is poor from the lads. This is really poor. This is pointing fingers. I expect a much better showing. Let us make a change here. Viola is clearly not really having it, is he? Having it his own way. So let's bring on Andrea Riccardi at right back. Let's push up Almichi a bit further forward. And let's put Corrado on support. Just so we've got a bit more solidity in the defence. Do we counter press or do we... You know what? I'm also going to take that off and distribute to playmaker instead of centre-backs. That might work better, because then it will come to Odja, who can then orchestrate attacks from deeper. Let's go then, lads. Let's also go very attacking for a bit as well. Alberto Almichi, yes, he might look like he's given everything, but I can't really afford to take him off. Yeah, there we go. See, Odja's dropping very far back there. What a ball that is from Varasanovic. And straight away, we've scored again. Nicola Rauti with his 6th of the season. That's, and when I say 6th of the season, that is his 6th in the last 4 games, including this one. See? Straight away that stuff has worked. And Nicola Rauti, who's barely had a touch in the whole of the first half, has got himself a goal. Lovely stuff. Let's give him a bit of praise. Let's praise him like... Look, we've already had 6 shots. At the end of the first half, we'd had 2. Now we've had 6. We need another goal, though, really. Just to sort of... Right, we need to make subs here, I think, then. Because we're not really getting anywhere with it. So let us bring on... See, it's always tough to decide who to bring on. I think I'm going to take off Bro. He's not seemed to have done a lot. So I'll take off Bro and bring on Palazzi. And I will take off... I don't know who else to take off here. Maybe take off Corrado. Stick Marconi at left back. Take off Corrado. Bring on Lancini. Again, defensive solidity on that side. Put in our centre-back at full-back. And also he can come forward a bit as well. And I don't really want to take off Varasanovic. I'm going to leave it at that. I was thinking of taking off Varasanovic, but really I don't want to be doing that. Right, let's give him a bit of encouragement. Yes, we've finally got a key highlight. Yes, Odja, good stuff, lad. Okay, Kostic forward to Rauti. That was terrible, and now we're left short in defence. But they've passed it back, so it's given us a bit more time to... Oh, that's a great ball from Odja. Come on, Rauti. Oh, see, whenever they tackle, it just goes straight to them as well. Can't win with this game, can you? Oh, Capone has put that one wide. Right, come on now, lads. We need to get forward. We need to get forward. Get forward. Come on. Let's get that equaliser. Let's show a bit of passion. It's a shame that show some passion is not a shout anymore, because that would have been perfect right about now, really. Oh, this is a key highlight, and I don't know which way it's going. Come on, win that. That's a nice ball from their goalkeeper, to be fair. I think this is going to be a key highlight for Casatana here. Yeah, it is. Longo strike. It's well into the stand. Come on, one more highlight. One more highlight. We can do this. Come on. Encouragement. No. Okay. It's a 3-2 loss. We were playing against top of the league. We're clearly not good enough to get promoted yet. We're clearly not good enough for that. Good performance. Really good performance again from Varasanovic. He's really come on in this tactic. He really has. So, yeah, decent performance all around. I will say that. It was a good performance, but we were playing top of the league. And defensively, again, we just got opened up a bit easily. We've dropped into the relegation playoffs, but there's still plenty of games to go yet. Bro out. Yeah, so not great. Not great at all. And with everyone playing at different times as well, it's always so annoying. Like, we scored in the second minute. We should have taken our foothold in the game when scoring in the second minute, but it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen at all. The team cohesion is poor, but the club atmosphere is very good. What's the hierarchy like? So Santana is the team leader, and I'm just not playing him. He doesn't fit. Again, he's 38. He just doesn't suit my tactic. I'm not saying because he's old he wouldn't really get in, but it's just one of those, isn't it? Yeah. We would sorely miss his leadership because he's retiring soon. Wow. Okay. But yeah, look, see, Ravini would be the best striker to have up front. Rowty's done well, actually, recently. But it's saying that maybe I should play Palazzi as the deep line playmaker and Odger as the mezzala. And I tend to agree with that because Bro, whilst he's a decent player, has really, really, really struggled for form. Really struggled for form. So it might be best to drop him for a few games. Santo Viola's now 1 star at right mid. He can now play there as a winger. That's very good. That is what I love to see. That is what I love to see very, very much. Well then, I think that's just about it. Let's see when maybe I can show you another game. We've got Bari soon, so that's so annoying. Maybe this game against Turris, because Turris are that first team in the promotion playoff zone. Maybe that. I don't know. It's a tough one to call, I suppose, because I don't want loads of episodes in a season. So, although the Turris game does seem a bit far. Oh, no. To be fair, we had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games between the last episode and this one, so that's probably about right, this Turris game, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games away, so maybe that is the game to do. I don't know, but I'll be back soon with episode 3. Our finances have gone down the drain. So yeah, until next time, guys, if you enjoyed, leave a like down below, subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more, and if you don't want to miss a video, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. You'll get a notification whenever I upload. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.